Abusia ya mama kwa abasonko so eba POG Media so meso saf na wabaso a obe like no wa subscribe na afi so wetima share dwumadie no ama afoforo so nsa atumi aka, and please do not forget to click on the notification bell on so ama brand no any latest update be at better platform ni so bia no onso nsa atumi aka. Ensem ekoso my Ghana mo a yenso ya depenie say brand no yebemi yabedwafo no ehu de eko ene de eba na de ensem ene ekoso highway ni so na wochi mu na chese Ghana Journalist Association for awards bia my penyin His Excellency Nana Addo Akuffo ekokupie mu dwumadie nase na dwumadie nase na chese GJA boss kasa chese obona na Addo achi a wo chese Nana Addo eyade a Galamsey hu nsensem wa feli poto na se wanhwe na wankasa amfa ho anase wanye bibi amfa ho na odi free power anase odi free Ghana akonya so eyade a enimguase ebeka no na nomie ebedi Nana Addo Akuffo achi da ne da a chese na ensema Ghana Journalist Association omo president no edi tuja no na ensem no mu edu we ana Nana Addo munu ya kum Nana Addo buafu a chese GJA boss no ewie ni speech na okotena Nana Addo anchen no o try mpo se o chia Nana Addo na ensema Nana Addo tutuma no Nana Addo toto ne nsanyame nko anka Nana Addo Akuffo bona suma enye asemkuma intimencha okola na epesa bidefo be meyako ni akwakotie ensema ekoso ni binansa na ebeko no mesho so wonsem kaye bia o de be share your comment section wo obe like no subscribe na afin so wetima share dwumadie no ama afoforo so nsa atumi aka medamase
eko GJA awards sebio okoye se oko akoshira edwumadie no GJA president. For the first time no I've had my own issues with him for a long time. I have criticized him on my platform. I've made him understand, say, there are some things that he could do better. Me, that's how I'm here. When you do the right thing, I'll tell you. And he's somebody I know personally. I sat on my platform to tell him, say, if he wants to be recognized and respected as the GJA president of Ghana, then he should be straightforward in his deliberations and also his work. Now, over the weekend, who said GJA awards, and I'd like to say congratulations to everyone who winning award, especially to my boss Ǐssûes. I was quite surprised. Say Ǐssûes documentary about Enkwara Omlems, Enkwara bi Omnayira, Omni Professor B documentary. That documentary could not win any award. 2023, that was the best documentary. In fact, it was educative, and then they had the eye opener. MBA who said Galamsey Suno, say nipa, Enkwara be womo, ebimunai no, and so shockingly, that documentary did not make it, and I'm yet to know why. Ebia Ǐssûes now file a documentary, no, but say Ǐssûes file a documentary now. Who on earth that documentary, no, they will bypass that documentary to go and vet something else. Because in 2023, no, may who any educative documentary be about Galamsey, heart breaking, more educative, so touching. As I said, that documentary, Ǐssûes the investigations, the conversation, the interviews on a professor B about Enkwara, that documentary did not make it. So I'm here to ask, to know, say, was there a documentary na bigger and more educative and more nationalistic that work na Ǐssûes Asarodonko? It's a question I'll be putting to the GJA president. But for now, no, I want to talk about his statement at the GJA the event. Now, this is what happened. Mr. I don't have the video. If you can get me, that will be fine. But it's just to address the Galamsey issue, no. Galamsey in some way started and yatina Akroma ibusa questions bebre. For some reason, some people have called for a state of emergency, all because of the Galamsey. We should place state of emergency on Galamsey. Ever seen the Nana Addo Akuffo, the president of the republic, on Bawumia, they have not shown any interest about Galamsey na eku Ghana for. They have not shown anything. Say Galamsey nukrapono ehaumo. In fact, Nana Addo Akuffo actually went to this event. Now, Obia or Ghana Bia expected say President Louis Jimmy Nkwade, he will take this opportunity to let the world know, to let the media know, to let the journalists around the world and those in Ghana know, say, he at least, where Jimmy Kran put it there, he can be a politician and pretend. The word is, I was expecting Akuffo with Jimmy to just pretend, say he cares about illegal mining. He cares about the cry from Ghanaians. He cares about people dying. He cares about solving the menace Eku Ghana for. For once, I was expecting this foolish politician to pretend, just pretend, say he cares. But you know, the funny thing is, Nana the Danko Akuffo the Jimmy, everything in Kwara Bremo. With Jimmy no di he has this attitude, say, when you question him about some things he's doing wronger, and you compare no man Jimmy no kura bete. That is when the belly ni Jimmy no a better more. Okpo anasa attitude, he does not want to be corrected. The pekura on abra bom say, oh Jimmy no akajen say asime si wu Jimmy ni jai. Now the GJA president decided to speak truth to power. The GJA president decided to make a statement. He wanted the president to take responsibility for what is happening or what has been happening in the country. And our biggest enemy is Galamsey. And the Galamsey we all know is being done by MPP MPs, MPP ministers, MPP DCEs, party chairmen, national executives of the party. Everybody knows. In Jimmy Kurano, when the GJA president told Atakra, Akuffo say, Atakra, Jimmy, we were expecting, or we have been expecting you to make a statement on this Galamsey menace. You have deliberately decided not to speak on it. In Jimmy Kwane, the hampo de Chreye say, Nyansa kakra da wutrim, Polo Nyansa kakra nama Ghana for, and who say, at least, in Confronting to say Kevin tell Amoka why you what form no why you need form sir now when Jimmy. So the most interesting thing that happened over the weekend, and they say Nana Danko Akuffo went to this event, and the GJA president was straightforward with him. He said, "You have regrettably failed to stop Galamsey. Deal with it before you exit office." Now, or deal with it before exiting office. Now, such a statement, a GJA president here, no catch Akuffo Nana. Oh, I'm a president. Oh, you'll be a president. Yebu. Sebio wenyini Sebio we Jimmy ba ende wanka Sebio we dia so mfie nwotwe Sebio wo na oka kire se wo de presidency no esia wawa se wentuma anko Galamsey na wote sideline edidi jo Mahama atem ene NDC fo atem na ye ne Ghana fo ye mpamon mfie nwotwe ni waboni patuo wase esikasem waku nipa why just a krono na ye nim kura ne udi ni nyina ba wo do mba ono wo yerenom wo ne wabusuafo maba de moto kankan na betena Ghana japade so nyina ese bibia Nana Danko Akuffo adwe and when your opportunity no in some trafo nyina ehia ye nyina enim se wa banfo ene ye Galamsey no e wo se wo ka bibi nti GJ president say Nana in fact eba Galamsey okono dia sebio Nana we feli na chire bibi before you die. Na se wo hwe asema brantie kaye nipa bebrenya opportunity as leaders of institutions in Ghana. They try to blame the Ghanaians, make it a holistic problem that we all have to solve. No, this GJA president was bold enough to tell the president in the face that you are the leader. You take credit for whatever is good. You need to take the responsibility for the destruction of our forest and river bodies. Nana Danko Akuffo eti program rasono na akokono ehye de to ne buofu ni Jimmy na bete na wa started to turn nsa Jimmy when na 2014-15 na hwenum hwenro o ka se yenso ne hwe na one de onum nyansa yenso ne hwe na one de onum cocaine yenso ne hwe one de onum wi yenso ne hwe na onum nyansa or a human rights activist to say lawyer on the certificate. The GJA president confronted this man through his speech. And it's so interesting when you see the body language, a president who is not trained to act as a president, the exhibition of high-class foolishness, his body language showing he does not care, he does not respect. This was the body language of the president after the GJA president told him the truth.
Mr. President, the father of the nation, made a firm vow to stop Galamsey, but regrettably, that promise has not been fulfilled, Mr. President. You are barely 3 months until the end of the administration, and we are hopeful that you will deal with the situation before you leave office. Thank you, thank you. Now, Chairman, Your Excellency, we still maintain that a state of emergency must be declared over our water bodies and all planned and active mining concessions. We still maintain that a state of emergency must be declared over our water bodies and all planned and active mining concessions overlapping with river buffers should be abrogated, and all mining activities within 100 meters buffer of all rivers and streams should be halted with immediate effect. We also reiterate that LI 2462 should be repealed immediately.
So this was the president. This is the president, sorry, of GJA. Or can straight check for Addo, Mr. President, we fairly. Sa LI. Sebio a man called for LI 2462 no. LI anasa emra. Na since say a Ghana, President Biama who can say young ko de yakwayem enko tu de goodie. GJ President say, en many me Mr. President for tabono tu de a goodie yetu Ghana so. Send a bear yensuo, any yenua, any ensas and the betuma bon ban enya adwinfo fro bi a yebetuma ko enim. And also ka say, emra wo ba ya wabegya tum. Say you tumi tu a goodie ewo de yen kura say any ye forest ye kwayem no. GJ President said, only other people in Akasa, it is important, says Samran will become
Abusia inti semnumu bi ene yakukuti na achese. Nana adodanko Akuffo ado ne de ono waye ne ho se ono o nti obi asem de oye ene ye right o kana asem a na ne buafu a chese ensem a eye GJA president e kan no na eye ensem trodo a eye no krensem be sanse na nado no ono waye no se katase hye ene proye onim omo tu Galamsey enso se onka ho asem onim omo se yensase enso wabubundu agu na so so onka ho asem ninti se wo ye journalist na unya pejawa no e ka eye ono na nado danko Akuffo ado asem a na ono wenya grudge achese o my penyini pa achese wo de anka wo se wo ensem a yebeka. Our wish is your command. Achese nanado den de ono on ti se dogo bimpo ye de enu aba achese GJA boss ejina platform so achese o my penyini enkofo se yensase say enche kura Ghana ye be krensu anampo se ya start krensu e free France. No man penyini ya hye ni ma onye de on kasam fa Galamsey hu on take any action bia entime so se o se utimi ye na o take action enimonimu ya sene Galamsey yensu say yensase say yarea Ghanaian citizen so subetwa o man penyini munu ya kum on TV da say GJA president no bonachi achese okotena ne nchen a ensem ananado kekan no na nsem no modu enti Kevin Taylor de ono mfa ho nchew a watotu bia ma nanado danko Akuffo ado a chese eja washi agu nanado danko Akuffo ado so no enye eja kuma enti mepesa beja for sabem yakọ ne yakọ akotie ensem a Kevin Ekwabedu Taylor edeto aso no
on some omobom nsem no ebi bom nsem ebi mbom nsem aha 90% of those who were sitting there are journalists. Are they not supposed to be happy? Are they not supposed to rise up and all clap for this gentleman for what he's doing? But you could see clap, no, it was pockets of claps. And I was steady. This is the GJA. This is the president of the Ghana Journalists Association. Waka asama and samanform was asiso entuminka. The difference between what he said and what all majority of the people are saying is that he was able to direct the message to the president that he should take responsibility. Also, the clap was pockets of claps because more journalism, no, and more media people in Ghana, no, a pocket of hypocrites. almost don't put a camera back capture almost say almost bomb in some ama statement a branten yeah ebed benefit or no kwasiam paying also a journalist no they don't care they are thinking about hey near ko husama bomb in sema na sikana ye de mami de bia ne amfa mami na me ko ene den. That is why you saw the clap wasn't strong. It wasn't strong because 80% of your journalists in Ghana are criminals. And when it gets journalists in Ghana being scared of a government, then it means your country is done. Because when you are in Ghana, now I catch them and say, hey, or by way into me a journalist, then stop the job. I am in the United States. You cannot blame me for being in the United States. This is where I live. I will not pack my things from the US and come sit in Ghana and do journalism. Because the moment I want to myself a journalist or Ghana, no, you need to face the consequences. You need to speak on the truth. The moment you decide not to be able to do that, because everywhere you go, journalism is dangerous. In America, journalism is dangerous. In Kuwait, journalism is dangerous. In Afghanistan, journalism is dangerous. In Ghana, in Togo, everywhere in the world, if you decide to be a journalist, there's nowhere in the world where journalism is easy. Nowhere. Until when you sit in Ghana to say, Kevin Taylor wa bro chenti to me ya. So a journalist or Ghana jaye because you need to understand a human the consequences and what comes with it. You will be a minor on the consequences because your minors are almost Australia. Your minors are almost South Africa. The same procedure now we use and no have been using. So so you cannot tell somebody who is a minor in Australia. Said you Akuffo ma India Bobam Bungunu so say ejumana wa ye no wa lucky say o ma ya nyomanti eyim bungunu so wo Ghana na wo hwe na ejumana ye din a ehu a jai. Because I live in the United States. I don't live in Ghana. I will not leave Ghana, United States and come stay in Ghana and do journalism. No. Well because I wa dwene wo form. Anything that I make sure mom wo Ghana almost so me journalist and say ejuma no enye ejuma efo. And it's a bit TV so guys I'm a journalist. Na munim Kevin wa American to or a criminal or ye because you don't want to tell me say nkanya nyome mu odin dia nka obeye adwuma no. Then it means you're not ready to sacrifice to do the job. Into own center clubs, pockets of clubs because when they have been able to infiltrate a journalist to do more Ghana. No, they are on their payroll. They are even scared to clap. Now, after GJA president making statement, see the body language of Mr. Atakura with Jimmy.
Now, Professor, our very dear friend, and it's a long time that we met, but we thank God that you are struggling on serving Ghana in another way. Honorable, now, Professor, our very dear friend, and it's a long time that we met. But we thank God that you are struggling on serving Ghana in another way.
This is right after the GJA president made a statement, made his speech. Now Akuffo started Jimmy. Oh man, warning. Just Akwa when in the government way no Jimmy. He cannot compose himself. Nigerian say, oh man, I watch it and papa kwasi ampenyi media. That is the mentality of Akuffo. Nigerian say, oh man, so nobody has the right to question this man. And the moment you question him, the moment you constructively criticize Akuffo, none the Jimmy Abete on Tiasie. Because in the first place, Akuffo did not see himself as a servant. Now the Danko Akuffo from Nkwalabrim, he has been a drug addict, he has been a liar, his life has been a lie. He does not understand what it means to say you are doing something and that you have taken a leadership role. You have the responsibility to make sure things are right. On Tiasie, into those people who prepared they have done us a lot of harm. Because you see, the actions of the president should have been the topic of the day. It should have been the topic. Journalists will let Ghanaians understand, say, yeah, President Wedie, Sebio Onye ready so Obeku Galamsey. But what did they do? Anopa ewie kona obi asempa or the miracle abwaja na ho kankan we secretary na ania good ediasio abet na say NDC for and Akuffo foreigners na kwasia NDC for Akuffo foreigners aba ade na wonchi omo emmebe inyanma say NDC Akuffo foreigners aba Ghana be Galamsey a chi foreigners na omo chew NDC ni Akuffo mo ba ya enti obekono na radio so obi te ho mombra na mo betwa tro This should tell us that the fight against corruption or the fight against Galamsey under the NPP, we cannot fight it. So the Akuffo government, the actions, the body language of Akuffo after the speech from the GJA president should tell every single chief. It should tell every single pastor. It should tell every statesman, every Ghanaian say, Akwa wedding Akuffo Omo Jimmy. Watch his body language again after the guy finished his speech.
Now, Professor, our very dear friend, and it's a long time that we met, but we thank God that you are struggling on serving Ghana in another way. Honorable, now, Professor, our very dear friend, and it's a long time that we met, but we thank God that you are struggling on serving Ghana in another way. Honorable,
in any serious country, Anka GJA presidents know of Ria and Kobeka president what exactly the president told him. I'm telling you. In any serious country, say Kura, serious, like the GJA president will get out to the president and say, Mr. President actually told me this after my speech. But this is Ghana. Oh, where the manenka, not politicians need Jimmy. And come here, GJA president now, right after the event, I would have gone out to the press to say, I want people to understand what the president told me. He said this to me and I said this to him. And I believe that this wasn't right for the president to say. Or maybe I said something against the president he did not like. It does not mean I don't have the right to question the president. The GJA president was supposed to do that to put on record for the international media to capture. President ni Jimmy no ho. Akuffo on the Galamsey ne chiu. On the mother serpent of corruption. Galamsey na ekoso Ghana no omuchichiri no Jubilee House. Na nke yenya nkwasiafo a eden na obi te say Charles Bisu Confronting ewia no ho fiwe etumi ka so sa person rap parliament. Charles Bisu was school okun the teacher. Okorepi oba. Charles Bisu eye de gala stop owia excavators. Charles Bisu ye. Charles Bisu today the Ghana ma MPP said Charles Bisu go radi parliament. These are the things we talk about. We have all the rights to do it because especially the president. In sooner as they don't drink some. Akroma drug addicts and those people don't drink your water. Because radio so I can say, hey, now GJA president, the way he spoke, it wasn't right. The same way today we are seeing here. And people go out there to demonstrate, whether against the government, against individuals. Their demonstration, the bottom line is that Yensu Ghana saying, whatever happened during the demonstration, nobody cares. The main thing, the reason why they needed that attention was that they wanted the world to know, say, we are in a country where the leadership has refused to stop Galamsey. It's a democracy hub before the demonstration. The main thing they wanted the world to know, because when it comes to demonstration, you need to make sure attention now open ubenya. And some people go to the extreme. Some people don't go to the extreme. Some people do other things to get that international attention. That's what these people did. What they did, they never killed anybody. Democracy have won. What they didn't destroy it.
Ntiabusunya we ne nsema ekoso ewo eye GJA awards na se achese na nado danko Akuffo no okupie mu ho na Ghana journalist president kasa obo ne dia anase o set record straight obo na nado danko Akuffo di chen so my penyini Galamsey a ehun sensem koso omo say ensa so mo say yensu no se ene kasa fa ho ansana we leave office we ena nanado so no ono yenka na asem It's GJA president no ne hwan ya oyede okoka ono na nado danko Akuffo asema chese papa ni munu ya kum nyame nko anko obo GJA president asum ewo awards na se a enye asem kuma na oyo man panyini nso na se wo ye nka wa asema ebesiden ena oman no atumpon onu momo utu Galamsey pa so ayi wa adwen se onka ho asem na chese wo na nado wo ye mambofo Oye mambofo papa ono MPP amayoku ni nyina momo ye mambofo chese Ghana yenwu yenyare ni yenwu esanse momo selfish interest nti achese busunya eyare hosem na nado de waba aba be diga na hwammo papa enye asem kuma enti medam asese mo JP na mi ekutie ye nuaberema Kevin Ekwa obedu Taylor nensema odeba bedom ye aha POG Media. Medamasi.